Welcome back, guys. So if you remember, this gentleman brings this truck in quite often, and we changed out the flathead for a hopped up flathead and put a 6-speed in it and did all sorts of stuff, did all the wiring. Well, now you can see the running boards are off it. So the running boards are black, and he decided he wanted to paint them the dark green that's on the truck. So I took the running boards off today, and we're going to be sanding those down and painting them up a nice dark green and putting them back on. Cool little truck. Like I say, it's got like, I forget what the engine is. I think it's 225 horse flatty with a 6-speed standard behind it. Beautiful little truck. He drives this truck all year round, in the rain and the snow, in everything. We've done the wiring, the engine, the tranny, done a lot of work to it. We never did do the paint and body. Somebody else did, and they did a nice job. It's a nice, clean little truck. I'm not a huge fan of the hubcaps, but hey, that don't matter. To each their own. As you can also see, the blazer is outside. Mike has finished off welding up all the blazer. The blazer is done and finished. And yes, the Model A is sitting right in front of it. We're still waiting for a couple pieces for the exhaust to come in. Once I get those in, I'll get the Model A done. It'll be out the door too. We're getting there. And then we'll come inside here. The 68 GMC. We took out the 307, the old 307, and we put in a 350. So this 350 ended up, it's just flat top pistons, basically stock. It's got a comp 268 cam in it. Anyway, it dynoed at 4,500 RPM. It dynoed 324 horsepower. Not bad. So that's what's going on there. We got that in there, and we're just plugging away and working away on stuff. Okay, let me get some lights on. We'll go on to the other side and see what's happening. Alright, we'll take you around in here. So we've been working on motorcycle parts. We've been getting a lot of motorcycle parts in these days. And we got a fender here for Harley. We've got to paint that. And then come in here, take a quick look. We just did this for a Honda. Let me turn the fan off. It's kind of loud, isn't it? We did this Honda fender. So we sprayed the base and we put the decals on, and then we clear coated over them. Don't ask me what year. I don't know. I didn't ask. It's just a Honda fender. That's all I can tell you. There you go. Here we go. Here we are. Beautiful. Turned out beautiful. So let me turn the other fans off here. Okay, I'm going to shut this camera down, shut the other fenders off, and then I'll show you what we've been working on the outside. Okay, and as I was saying, this one's all done for welding. Customer is making some running board brackets up for this truck. So next week I will set the box back on. It's sitting right there. Probably leave the fenders off. We'll figure out when he brings the running board brackets where they got to go, because we got to mock up the box with the running boards, because we've never done the running boards on this 56 Ford pickup. Of course, y'all remember we painted it that British racing green. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's all done. And as I said, the 62 Chev pickup. It got some first rough-in bodywork. I didn't want to pull the windshield. I wanted the customer to realize that there was a rock chip in the windshield. Whether it's ever been repaired or not repaired, I don't know. But when there's a rock chip, you all know how you put windows in. There's a dude on the inside, pull him with a string, and you're like that. The palm, like that. Alright? Well, that could break, either coming in or going out. So I have to show it to the customer. It's too bad because it is a nice piece of glass. I don't really see any marks on it. But we don't know. We'll try and save it if we can. But yeah, the jam's all done. The roof is done. And first primer. You know, this jam's all done. The back of the cab is all done. So that's good. And then, of course, the 55 Chev pickup. I fitted the doors. That's final fitment for the doors. The firewall's all in final primer. The inside is in final primer. And Sean has started to block the outside just of this part of the cab to put it in final primer, because sometimes there's little glitches here and there you got to fix. And of course I had started cleaning the frame, just All this was pressure wash it, take a wire wheel where I can get into, and put some rust paint on there, some flat black spray bomb rust paint. Look how that's looking. I mean, not there compared to how it looked there, right? We're just cleaning it up, nothing fancy. So, you know, it just looks clean, it looks tidy, it looks neat. Someone's under there, they can tell that someone actually spent the time and cared a bit about it to do it. I mean, the proper way obviously is to blow it all apart, have it blasted, and do it all that way and paint it unassembled, but sometimes people don't want to spend that money, and it's a lot of extra work. This gentleman wants to do the same thing. We'll be lifting the cab off, we'll pressure wash this frame, we'll wire wheel it where we can, because we're not taking a suspension out or nothing, and we'll just rattle can it. Hey, it'll work. It'll all work. How's the Field of Dreams looking? The Field of Forgotten Dreams. Have any of you ever seen the movie Age of Adeline? It's kind of a love story, a sappy story, but in the very beginning of the movie they're showing a lady and she's driving that Model A. You see right there, she's driving that. And what happens is, like I say, within the first 5 minutes she rolls it over in a creek and something goes wrong with her, but she survives, and then she never ages. Age of Adeline. Anyway, that is the car from the movie. That is the car, believe it or not. Yeah, the field's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, we're going to show you the latest little project that came in. So the latest little project, yeah, and you see the 68's outside now. Engine's in it, tranny mounts fabricated because he went from standard to automatic. I got to go down and get a drive shaft made. I got to drop that off on Tuesday when I'm back to work. We still got to put the carb on it, the rad on it. Figure out a starter, hook the exhaust up, but and figure out the shifter. It's very close. It's very close. But anyway, we got a little 37 Ford chopped, running a Ford engine. That'll make everyone happy. Lime green. I don't know if it's lime green, but it's bright. Look at it. Anyway, it came in. Friend of mine owns it. We're going to change the diff fluid, do a tune-up on it, wire in an electric fan. Just a bunch of little stuff, going over it. Probably spend a good day and a half on it, going over some stuff. But yeah, so that's what, hang on a second here. Let me turn this down before YouTube says, hey. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it's got a little 302 in it. Fun little car. This car was painted over 20 years ago. Look at the paint on this car, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very cool car. Very cool. So some very nice pinstriping done. So the pinstriping is done by Axe Graphics. That is who is going to be doing all the logoing on my 55 Chevy. So take a look at his work. Is that not nice or what? That is gorgeous. Beautiful pinstriping. You know, when you first see this car, I'll be honest, when you first see it, the color, you're kind of like, You kind of got to stand back and look at it. But you know, the more you look at it, I like the color of this car. It kind of reminds me of a, well, I hate to say it, but it reminds me of a Granny Smith apple, I think. I don't think it's a neon green. It just reminds me of a Granny Smith apple. You definitely see it when it's coming down the road, but it's not one of those colors you don't like. It actually, it's a nice color. It grows on you. Gray interior. Yeah. Get some people in the back there. Lovely. Cool little car. Okay, guys. That's all you're going to get now until Sunday Fun Day, which I don't know what I'm doing because it's supposed to be like 25 or 26. I'd sooner just go take my car and go for a cruise and say, see you later, guys. But I'll probably do something, but I gotta warn you. Next Sunday I'm not here at all, but I will have some cool footage. I'll be putting up some short videos, so watch for those, okay, for next Sunday. But anyway, I gotta warn you, the end of April's almost here. When the end of April comes, I want to start driving and cruising on Sundays and doing stuff, so Sunday Fun Days will die down. But that's okay, I want you guys to stay tuned. I'll always throw something up for you. So, tell all your friends, and if you haven't yourself, hit subscribe. We've always got some cool shit going on here. Catch you next time.